Bonny, proceed.
Thank you, Chair.
I think, Madam Chair.
Yes, Chair.
Just allow us to contribute. They pick the questions and then they can respond now once, so that they can pick all the questions to be able to manage time.
That's the process. Senator Bonny is on floor with his question. Proceed, Senator Bonny.
Thank you, Chair. CS, I've heard you, and you're very persuasive. I'm happy that on your immediate right is my good old friend, Albert. Albert, we have worked with him, Mwendwa. From 2013, we've been in this room. And you know that at no stage have we been approached by the executive in the manner you are doing today, whereby you've made an executive decision which amounts to legislation, and you are asking the legislators to then adopt the executive decision as if it was legislation. In effect, what the legislator by this action is doing is you are amending the Division of Revenue Act of 2024, which is already law. You have no power to amend it at all. So we can do all these things and be friendly, look nice to each other because we are broad-based. We don't want anybody to appear to disagree. But the courts are waiting. They'll weigh their decision on the Division of Revenue Act of 2024 and say that what we have done is therefore illegal. Having said that, CS, you have convinced us that the challenges you have include under collection of revenue. That's fine. But as an old colleague of yours, I insist you should now about tax evasion. You know, there are serious taxpayers in this country who evade tax payment for many reasons, some of them unfortunately, including the impunity whereby they are aided by unscrupulous people at the Kenya Revenue Authority. Finally, the long and short, Minister, of all the issues spoken to by Senator for Migori and the Chair is that the non-discretionary obligations to the county governments have been occasioned by a change of policy in government. It is government's policy on housing, community health workers, the CBA they signed with doctors, the policy on NSSF, name it. So are you telling us that you want to advise that the government then reverses its decision on those policies so that we give county governments less money, they don't have that obligation? You revert the policy so that we say, okay, fine, these policies were well intended until the bill was withdrawn, but now that the finance bill was withdrawn, now that that's where we are, we want to rethink the policies. Then finally, and I'm glad you just the other day you are representing the people of Suba. Why is it so easy to make a decision to slash funds for county governments, and you find it difficult to tell members of the National Assembly to equally slash CDF. Why? Isn't this legislative impunity whereby we are saying, because we are legislators, we will protect that which is seen to be ours and let that which is borne by governors to suffer the consequences of the hard decision? Finally, but not least, Minister, this is not part of this. I would love to hear what you have to say about what the courts have already said about CDF. CDF is 68 billion this year. The shortfall now, brought in because of these policy changes, is 61.2 billion, just matching. It means, therefore, if you agreed with the court's decision that CDF was unconstitutional, it means that you would be having the money to give the county government. So, as our new CS for Finance, do you want to agree with the courts that CDF is unconstitutional? Or do you still want to perpetuate that illegality? Of course, you are there, and with good reasons. When that decision was made, you tweaked the law and managed to survive. But do we want to continue that way? Thank you very much, Mr. CS.
Chair or Madam Vice Chair, this is Honorable Yonka. I would like to give my question.
Proceed, Senator Nyonka.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice Chair. CS, I hope you're listening to me.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I was not able to come, but I think I can still raise. I have two questions.